What it is, what it do, what it is, lads and ladettes. Now, y'all know I take my beard game very serious. I mean, look at it. Look, it looks wonderful, okay? Now, what I've been using to help moisturize it and let it grow was So Bougie Premium Beard Growth Oil, okay? Now, this helps keeps it moisturized and it helps fill in some of those dry, patchy spots. You don't believe me? Just take my word for it. Here's me before and me after. But before you go ahead and check out, I will be posting a link in the description below. But before you check out, make sure you use code GNGU10. Yes, GNGU10 for 10% off today. Your beard could look as good as this. You just got to start taking care of it. And you can start with So Bougie Beard Growth Oil. Seriously, man, look at that. Get up on it. What it is, what it do, what it is, lads and ladettes. I am the HNIC, the head nerd in charge, your boy Dakota Griswold of Gamers, Nerds, and Geeks United. Welcome back to Yesterday Today. This, of course, is the show where I bring you some of the biggest gaming news you may have missed from yesterday, today, and jumping right into the appetizers here. And I want to start off with Fall Guys. Fall Guys now has a talk show, and it's called Talk Guys, and it's by Gary Whitta. Now, if you're wondering exactly who Gary Whitta is, well, he's a longtime gamer, used to work for PC Gamer, but he also wrote The Book of Eli, and he wrote Rogue One, and he helped on some of the Walking Dead, Telltale's Walking Dead Season 1 game. So Gary Whitta is well accomplished, and he's also on Kind of Funny Games Daily on Wednesdays mostly, but not all of the time, so they usually call it Whitta Wednesdays. And well, Gary Whitta is brutally honest, and when he loves something, he loves it. He loves Animal Crossing so much that he has a talk show on a set on his island inside Animal Crossing. But that is exactly where Talk Guys also will be taking place. In his first episode that starts off this week on the 27th, it will have the developers Josh Walsh and Oliver Hindle and others actually on the show. Gary Whitta has been seemingly just doing a bunch of great things during the pandemic, keeping us entertained, and he's just, just trying to up his game and change stuff a little bit. But he's still working for Kind of Funny, doing some stuff with them, and probably working on other projects. And I'm a fan of people like Gary Whitta who, just makes himself available for the fans, and they get a chance to see his opinion, and they of course also get to go to the movies and some video games, get to experience his work. So shout out to Gary Whitta for that one. And now Marvel Avengers is officially a week and a few days almost out. In a week and a few days, it'll be out soon. And well, if you pre-ordered it, of course you got beta, and early you also got the Marvel Legacy outfit pack. But if you pre-ordered it anywhere else, you may have gotten some interesting stuff. Now, if you pre-ordered it on Amazon, you get a good prequel comic. If you pre-ordered it on Best Buy, and this is my personal favorite, of course, you get the steel book if you pre-order it at Best Buy. Same thing that goes with 2K. Not really that interested in the game, but I actually do believe that I want to get this steel case because it's my definitely personal interest. I absolutely love this steel case. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So why not? Now if you go to Walmart, you get some patches, the patch set, and you want to iron it onto your clothes or whatever. Then GameStop, they got their own pen set. All right, it's cool, but I'm working toward that steel case. You know what? Any of y'all picking this game up, let me know down in the comments below. And also, if you're also going to pre-order it from anywhere, namely the steel case, and if you don't want the steel case, it's free. Why not just give it to me? Moving on to the next piece of the story. And well, last week, Oculus announced that you would have to log into your Facebook just to be able to use it in the coming months. Well, now, this week, Oculus, it's been rebranded as Facebook Reality Labs. You see a pattern here? You see what's going on here? Now Facebook is completely taking over control. They bought the rights to it. They bought it out a couple years back, but now it's because Facebook is really trying to get into gaming and namely the VR and the AR department. They want to actually basically just rename everything and just make a whole new vision of it. Facebook the overlord, now it's getting into gaming. Yippee. And now officially Nintendo, yesterday they tweeted out the fact that, hey, look, now you got over 80 classic games on the Nintendo Switch across the NES Classic system and the Super NES Classic system. But I mean, hey, look, and they said there's more to come. So, hey, we got Donkey Kong. So there's hopes that we're going to get some of the more high quality titles. Maybe like Mario was missing a Mario Paint, right? Nah, not seriously, not expecting that. But it would be nice to have Mario All-Stars. But it would also be nice to have a Mario collection. 35th anniversary. Moving on. Now, to the next story. Well, Xbox, right? Now that the August update is rolling out to the Xbox One family of systems, you get a taste of the Xbox Series X's UI. Now, I like this UI. Now, I don't know how fast and how smooth it moves, but it actually has a bit more options and everything is segmented and chopped down better and better organized. And it also is very highly customizable. You can change the colors to each palette and stuff. It's awesome. It looks very, very good. I'm just hoping that it runs very, very smooth. Now, moving on to the last piece of the appetizer, and Sega, well, they tend to be in the news a lot lately, talking about, hey, maybe we're going to continue to port over some of our exclusive games, like Persona, put that on the Switch once again. But now they said, well, they had fun putting out Sega Ages, and now that's over with. But they do want to release more to come, especially on the Nintendo Switch, which means Dreamcast games, right? I mean, you give us Outrigger with 2 sticks, put that on there, make it $20, no problem. I would definitely play that. Maybe the Heavy Metal game, maybe the Spawn game, I don't know, different rights everywhere, but maybe give us some good Dreamcast stuff on the Nintendo Switch. Sonic Adventure, maybe not, maybe fix the camera, whatever. And maybe some other really, really good games. Phantasy Star Online, the original, how would that play out? I'm actually very interested. But here's an official statement from Sega, and it says, although the Sega Ages project has come to an end with the release of Herzog's Way, I don't even know what that game is, there are many games in the collection you can still buy and play. So please check them out if you don't own them yet. However, this doesn't mean that this is the end of Sega's plans to re-release past titles. I, along with Sega's own Reiko, Kodama, and Kagase Shimomura, are currently hard at work on our next project. Yo, Dreamcast games. All right, we got Sega games and other arcade stuff randomly. Give us Dreamcast games. Seriously, those games would fly. I can't even say off the shelf, but it might crash the eShop. Seriously, you give us some Dreamcast games. A lot of people really, really don't realize that the Dreamcast is the unsung hero of the 2000s, and it didn't last long, but a lot of people love it. I still have a Dreamcast. I just can't find a power cord for it right now, but I have Plasma Sword and Daybreakers, and just Breakers, and this Breakers released 2 years ago on the Dreamcast. They're still making games for the Dreamcast. You could release this stuff on the eShop and wherever else. I'll still play my Dreamcast, but I'm definitely buying these games because especially if you put the work in and remastering it, because the Dreamcast only had one analog, now you remaster it and put dual analog controls so people don't have to use those face buttons. Man, I'm really interested to see how games like MDK 2000 and Fur Fighters would really do if you put them on the eShop. What about y'all? Any Dreamcast favorites? All right, lads and laddies, let's dig into the real meat and potatoes of the story here. And let's start off with the whole Apple versus Epic situation again. Now, there has been a new development. Now, a judge, Monday night, whichever one you want to say, they said that, all right, no Fortnite on the Apple Store, but you will allow them to have access to Unreal Engine 4. So now developers can breathe a little easier. So if they want to update their games or whatever other platforms use, whatever other devices or apps use the Unreal Engine 4 platform to develop, we'll see, now they can rest easy, and we'll see as this develops more. Now, I know before I have said, maybe they will come to some type of agreement and realize how much money they can actually make together. But given the fact that a judge made this decision for them, all right, maybe both sides are still stubborn. They're both still playing tug of war. One is pulling and nobody's pushing. They're both pulling. So we'll see. Then maybe eventually somebody will start pushing and they'll go, all right, I'll start pushing too. And then they come together and make one really, really great thing. Now let's move on to the next and final piece of the meal here, and this is a really, really big piece here. It's very Call of Duty heavy. We officially are going to see the reveal for Call of Duty sometime today, but there has been other details. Okay, this will happen at exactly 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, 10:30 a.m. Pacific time, 12:30 p.m. CT, and 6:30 p.m. BT. Now, I do want to tell you that there is a leak that's telling us that it actually probably takes place right after the first Black Ops, because Black Ops 2 and 3, they went a little bit more futuristic. Well, Black Ops 2 went more futuristic, where you're playing as Mason's son and not as the main Mason. Well, basically, this one takes place right after that in the 80s, and well, it features some familiar characters. You're gonna get Mason, Woods, and Hudson in this game. And so after my man jumped out the window with somebody with C4 on his body, and he still survived. So I'm really, really excited to hear about this. And it just really, really, really excites me, because it's Call of Duty from the heyday being remade. It feels good. I'm really, really back on the Call of Duty shit, but at the same time, they pulled a 505 games and Control, and they want you to buy the Ultimate Edition so you can get that cross-gen upgrade. But if you buy the Standard Edition, well, you are stuck on the current gen. It's like cheese on bread. Activision, we knew you was going to do it. We knew you had to find a way. All right, we got used to your battle passes, but you're going to find a way to squeeze a couple extra bucks out of people who want to possibly play this game on the next gen systems. Fine, it's whatever, because inside that edition, you get the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War game, both console versions. You got a land, sea, and air pack, 3 operator skins, 3 vehicle skins, 3 weapon blueprints, battle pass bundles, 1 season battle pass plus 20 tier skips in the confrontation weapons pack. All right, fine, whatever. It comes with a bunch of stuff. But does it come with the steel case? Because I'm really wondering. I haven't seen anything about a steel case yet. But this game, I'm definitely playing both versions. And they actually said that they might bring back zombies. And I mean, why not? Why not? This is where, this is what really, really, what Treyarch does best. And they're going to give them some zombies, and we'll see how far that goes, and we'll see how great that is. Maybe I'll get into zombies. I don't know. I definitely have a permanent partner in my cousin and my homeboy Sean. So maybe I'll one day stream with the squad and see how that works out, because I'm not that good at it. I always tell y'all, I absolutely love video games, but I never said that I was good at them. But lads and ladettes, that is it for this video. A short, quick one, but full of information. Go ahead and like this video if you haven't. It really helps out. If not, hit the dislike. It's all good. Go ahead and subscribe if you're new here. Scroll all the way up to all so you know when your boy is posting. Lads and ladettes, thank you so much for watching. And this video is finito.